You guys, what's the most bizarre or unlucky injury you've ever had? And it could be physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. I need you to tell us, okay? Spill the beans, because a 55-year-old elderly man, no, he's not elderly, a 55-year-old man had an experience that would definitely be on our I hope to never experience this list. But before we get into this story about what happened to him, tragedy. Tragic. We're going to get into Lay's answer.
So I was like 7 years old, and me and my family were on our way for like a late Sunday service on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. I already didn't want to go at the age of 7. But I was like, you know what, cool. So it was like all the way in Queens, and of course we live in Freeport. Mm-hmm. So I fell asleep because like y'all let me know when we make it, because I'm like, I'm gonna just fall asleep.
As a 7-year-old does.
Exactly. So we make it there, and then I hear my dad. I'm still sleeping, but I hear my dad like, Lay, wake up. We're here. I'm like, still asleep. I was like,
yeah.
Pay no mind, because I don't care. And then he's like, Talisha, wake up. I'm like, I'm still sleeping. So I feel the door open, and then next you know, like I start sliding out the seat. I start sliding out the seat, and then next you know, I hit concrete.
No, you weren't, like no seatbelt, no nothing.
No seatbelt, no.
They dragged you out the car.
No. Imagine. I think somebody unclipped my seatbelt. And I just I was still leaning my head on the car door.
I get it. Method acting. I understand.
So I fell face first on the concrete.
No, and that didn't happen to me. But my dad always tells me like, stop leaning on the door. Like, I don't know why he does that, but like,
yeah, that's
so that you don't face first on the concrete. That's why.
Yeah. So I felt that concrete, and next you know, I started bawling tears.
Oh, dang.
I mean, look, it don't woke you up, ain't it?
Right.
It woke me up.
It got the job done.
How was service?
Oh, every single family member, they was like, "What's wrong, Lay? What's wrong?"
Oh, I hate that.
I just took my.
I was sleeping, and the floor, and then the door.
I just tucked my head under like my mom's arm. I was like, I don't want to talk about it. Exactly. I don't want to talk to nobody. Leave me alone.
Get sad all over.
For real. But yeah, I had like a bad eye like a good 3 weeks, and I had to put a lot of ointment every day.
Damn.
But yeah, it's all good now. My eye looks good. So yeah.
What about you, Bella?
Okay, so this was maybe a few years ago. I'm in Florida, and it's the first time I ever got blackout drunk.
Okay.
First time I was ever blackout drunk.
This is always a good story.
And always. And so we're in Florida, I think it's November-ish. So it's not hot like it usually is, and at night it can get pretty chilly. Mm-hmm. So it's me, my cousin, and her friend. We're just outside. We had just come home from the bars, and she was like, here, get a bottle, you should drink this. And by the end of the night, I'm drinking bottles by myself. I don't need no chaser. It's getting bad.
Oh, God.
So we have this little fire pit that we have too, and we're sitting around the fire pit talking, and I'm cold. I'm freezing.
I'm scared.
So I'm standing right by the fire pit, and I'm just kind of trying to warm myself up. And I turned around so I could try and warm my back up, and I backed into the fire pit.
Yo.
But at first, I was too out of it to really feel anything. And I was like, why do my leg feel like that? That's a little odd.
Oh my God.
And then I actually felt it, and I pulled back, and I have this big fat scar on the back of my leg from when I backed into a fire pit.
Oh my God.
Yep. And then I woke up the next morning and I threw up. And it's the first and only time I've ever thrown up after drinking.
That's crazy.
It was the heat.
Does it look cool at least?
You saw what?
Does it look cool? Does it look like you got it?
No, it looks like this.
Okay.
For reference, I have a matching scar on my arm from something completely different, but it looks exactly like the scar on my arm, just bigger and across the back of my leg.
I was thinking maybe at least you could pull it off. Maybe, tell people it was from an Agni Kai, a sacred duel or something.
I wish.
But no, you just have to be,
Agni Kai,
I backed into a duel. I backed into a fire. Oops.
Backed into a duel again by accident.
Oh my gosh, I've never heard that before. The most I've seen of people being in the fire and not realizing it because they're just too in the moment. You ever see those birthday videos?
Oh, yep.
Where someone's blowing out a candle
and then their hair.
That actually happened to a friend's sweet 16. She was blowing out the candles, And that poor baby.
At your sweet 16?
Yes.
I think I know who you're talking about, and I see the videos.
Nah.
We always have when we get off the air, girl. Oh my gosh. Everybody was like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, somebody help her. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Y'all just staring, watching her whole
She
thing
needs
light
some
up.
milk.
Right. Come on. Wait. Oh, so you was the one that felt it and saw first. No one was like, Bella, your leg.
Oh yeah, nobody else was paying attention to me.
Wow.
At all. So I backed into it. I was all by myself, and then you wake up the next morning after you get a burn, and you like still feel the skin.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
feeling
Stinging,
and
yeah.
gross. It was awful.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Well, at least you're still here with us.
Yeah, amen.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you're just now tuning in, we are talking about the most bizarre or unlucky injuries that we've ever had and how it happened. And after we give our answers, we're going to get into this story about a 55-year-old man who had an experience with this one specific insect that can actually kill you.
Ooh.
Insect.
Yes.
Exciting.
It can kill you.
Okay.
Okay.
Kill you. Yep.
And
An
before we
insect.
get into this story, we're going to move on to Nikki.
So I was trying to figure out if I should talk about the time that I sprained my ankle or the time that I had a really bad heartbreak.
I want to hear you break your ankle. No, I'm sorry.
Dang, she said, screw you. And you're like, we don't care.
Break your ankle.
Well, I know when I was like 9, I got a new bike, and nobody told me that you should not ride a bike when it's raining.
No.
Wait, why not?
Nobody
This
said.
is,
Wait, the reason why not to ride your bike?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
because
Ankle, guys.
because the roads are slippery.
oh, really?
And when you're
Whoa.
making that turn,
Oh, my
hello.
God.
Du-du-du-du.
This is new to me.
Listen,
Hold
because
on.
I be on
Well-
that bike in the
Skateboarding.
rain.
Listen, I don't know if
slip.
it was because my weight was too, like I was like 80 pounds when I was like 9, but
Fair.
when I made this turn around the hill.
Oh, see, you
yeah. Hell is
and you-
dangerous.
Come on. I'm thinking you're talking about like just a regular flat.
When you're a young kid, everything just looks
Fun.
like
You don't
roses.
Like a challenge. We
Like
gotta-
you don't even realize that this could actually hurt you because you're invisible, but you're not
Invincible? Invincible?
invisible.
Invincible. Invisible is when I can't see you.
Yeah, you can't see me.
This is
She knows
Same
that.
thing.
You don't know what I'm saying?
You said you can't get hurt because you're invisible.
Yes, because what?
That's not what she said, yo.
You're not even listening to me.
roll it back. Roll it back. Run it back.
Hold on.
No. But for real though,
He's not even listening.
Not for real though,
He's not
Jaden.
listening.
Am I tweaking?
No.
Yeah,
I
you
think
are.
you tweak it just a little.
All right,
No,
my apologies. My apologies.
No, Nikki.
No, he is. No, he is.
Nikki is invisible.
No, he is.
Oh, of course. I forgot.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
disgusting.
What?
Now change that word. Change that word.
Wow.
What are we discussing?
Invincibility.
See? You see what I'm
saying?
So if you don't know what invincible is, if you can listen to Pop Smoke's song Invincible.
Oh, my God.
It'll give you a very clear understanding of the difference between invisible and invincible.
Right.
Okay.
So, all right, continue on with your sprained ankle.
I can't even
She
finish
can't
the story.
continue that.
I can't even finish the story.
You know what?
I can't even finish
That's
the
an
story.
injury that.
Exactly.
That's an injury.
That is
Being
an injury.
corrected
That
on
is an
live air with thousands of people listening, like that's an injury.
That's a real
That's an
injury.
injury. for sure.
So I'll say this story
But you know what?
next week.
I'm gonna make you feel better. You want to know how? Because a friend of mine, a DJ friend of mine, posted that he was in Belgium DJing, and he put the Belgian flag. Now,
No.
me, I'm not so good with geography. Okay, I don't really know the flags. I confused the Belgian flag with the Germany flag. It's the same colors. It's
Yeah.
just
A different order.
Different
yeah,
order.
different
Right.
position. One is vertical, one is horizontal.
Okay.
So I was like, I commented, I'm like, oh my God, this boy in Germany? Like, oh my. I was like, Germany! Exclamation points. But something in my head was like, Destiny, look at what the Germany flag was.
Just to make sure.
I clicked on the link to what he tagged in his, not bio, in the caption. I looked. That thing said Belgium. I said, oh my gosh. I said, wait, because I was just looking at my SoundCloud earlier and I saw like a Germany flag with people like that's listening from Germany. So I'm like, what? Y'all are so lazy. Like, come up with your own flag. Why are you using the same
No, that's a
colors
fact.
and
We
just
got-
turn it in a
Real.
different direction, confusing people? So I
Did you
deleted my comment very quickly. It was only up for like 3 minutes.
Well, let me delete Jaden.
Whoa, what is that? Is that a threat? Is that a threat?
Alt delete.
She said, "Hang up on you, not in the mood."
Please.
He don't know about me.
Oh my god.
Hold on, wait a minute, y'all.
Take him outside.
Jada,
Oh my goodness.
Jada, I gotta tell you who her partner is. You might want to run.
All right, look, I forfeit. I apologize. I take it all back.
Listen, she got 2 partners. One of them, I'm gonna tell you who it is later, but the other one is the person that's harassing you.
I don't want to fight somebody who's invisible. I'm not gonna lie. They can't get hurt.
Yeah,
Invisible man, please. So, all right, so Nikki, you was riding that bike.
Sure was.
So back to the story.
You was riding that bike in the rain. No knee pads, no helmet.
Nope, nothing.
Just raw dog.
Nothing.
Just
Twisted my ankle, and these people came out and helped me to get back into the house.
Wow.
And my mom's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I don't know.
girl.
I was out here riding my bike."
In the club with my
And then they wrapped up my ankle, and yeah.
But at least, that just reminded me of something else. I have 2 stories to tell now.
Ooh.
Well,
What if I should tell my Kobe Bryant story?
What
What are we talking about?
Wait, you dated Kobe Bryant?
When I was
Uh-oh.
when I was
why you might
13,
say no? Because you
listen, when I was 13, he was just like not even. I met him at the Myrtle Beach Ball Classic, and I really thought I had a chance. I thought I had a shot. And then all of a sudden, I see pictures of him and Brandy at the prom.
Wait, he's older? How old?
He's older.
What? I thought y'all was the same.
So I was like,
Damn.
What? That's not a bad thing. I thought
Damn.
Kobe Bryant was young.
Damn.
so I was like, this is what we doing now. This is what we doing. So now my heart is broken. My ankle is twisted. My heart is broken.
It's okay. Right?
That's terrible.
horrible.
I think if you would have started, instead of saying, "Should I tell y'all my heartbreak story?" If you would have said, "Should I tell y'all my Kobe Bryant story?" you would have been a lot more intrigued.
No, I don't think so. Because nothing happened.
What a shame.
That's the
I'm
heartbreak.
gonna
I
have to
get
talk
it.
to
Okay.
Kobe about that one. Okay, so
How you gonna talk to him? He's gone.
Let's get him on the show.
right. No, wait.
Wow.
Let's do the Ouija board. Come on now.
Yeah, we can't.
Oh,
we don't want to talk about that.
Well, if you're just now tuning in, we are talking about the most bizarre and unlucky injuries that we've had and how it happened, and then we're going to get into this experience about having a crazy encounter with a very toxic, deadly bug. Okay, this poor man. Now, before we get into that, Jaden.
Yes, man.
Oh, is he the deadly bug?
Oh my God! I say one thing. I say one thing.
Let you know.
I won't lie though. That was good though. That was good.
The rest of this show, watch your back, bro.
All right.
At this point, make y'all diss tracks.
That's what I'm saying.
I might have
like, wait, Jaden, what's your birthday?
He not like
December
us.
15th.
Oh, the fire energy is like
Yup.
crazy. We got Miss
Aries.
Aries over here, and we got Mr. Sag.
And we got the shorty over here getting burnt everywhere. Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Sorry.
Let me
See,
continue
it's from
drinking
the
my
fires
tea.
right here. It's these fires right here going out of control. Now, go ahead.
All right. So this actually ain't a story about me. It's about my. As I was saying. As I was saying, it's a story about my homegirl. So basically, it's about 10 in the morning. We both had to go into school because I had to go pick up my transcript. She got to go pick up some other papers. So we both go into school like 10 in the morning. We're both in a court for our friend's like 18th birthday. And so
Wait, they did a sweet 18?
yeah, it was a whole thing. It was weird, right?
I know that's right.
And then we had to teach like some of the other people there the dance later on in the day. So we said we'll just stay out the whole day. So we go in the park, and the park by my crib, it has like a stream. Okay, so we go, and if there's this part by the stream that just looks really pretty, so we're just sitting there, and she wants to stand next to it. I said, all right, let's walk down this way. She's like, no, I don't feel like going over there. I'm just gonna jump. I said, don't do that. So she does that, and then she's wearing Crocs, mind you, so her feet like sink into the dirt. And now her socks is all muddy and her shoes is all muddy, and it just looks like it's a very uncomfortable feeling. So we leave the park. She takes her Crocs off, she takes her socks off, right? And now we walk in. It is about 80 degrees, and it's been 80 degrees for a minute, so the cement is hot. Okay? So now she's walking barefoot. I said, look, I'm holding my skateboard. You can stand on that. Or I got socks on. You can just put my Crocs on. Okay? Now, she has a man, so I wasn't going to say I could hold you, right? Because that's kind of crazy.
Was he there?
No.
She needed help.
Yeah, I thought about it. That ended up happening later on, but that's
Sure.
another story.
Yeah.
So then, basically, we walking for a minute, right? Then we come across this road, and the road, they are laying down fresh asphalt. Okay, as in you can see the heat emanating off of it. I said, Alyssa, do not walk across that street. I swear to you. Why she was half across the street when I said that?
Oh my God.
And then she gonna get across the street, sit down on the ground, and start whining and crying. I said, what did I tell you? So I pick her up, walk her back into the park, sit on the grass. We sitting there for a calm 2 hours. And then I pick her up, carry her to her boyfriend's house, where she washes her feet. For the next 3 weeks, she had burns on the bottom of her feet. I was so disappointed in her. So disappointed in her. And then her boyfriend got mad at me, and then it was a whole situation, all because she don't know how not to cross the street.
So he mad at you because his girlfriend doesn't have common sense.
Yes, and he's mad because we ended up spending 10 hours together because of that. And then the next day we spent 8 hours together, and then I may have flirted with her a little bit, and I may have... Look, we don't need to get into all
Turn
that.
off his mic. Turn off his mic.
But moral of the story, she walked across the literal like melting asphalt, just barefoot on a they was mad hot. It was stupid. It was dumb. And then she couldn't freaking dance for the court for like a week. So I was over here like practicing with nobody.
What if that was her plan all along?
I don't know. I think she wanted to dance with me. I'm not going to lie. Because we was dance partners. I think she wanted to dance with me. So I don't think it was that.
Wait, is this story about how she avoided fungus from your wearing your Crocs or shoes?
No. It's about how she... What are we talking about? What? It make no sense. You just throwing strays now.
Oh my God.
Shots fired.
I'm trying to figure it out.
For nothing.
Well, I hope she learned her lesson because that was ridiculous. Now, I have a question. Have you guys ever had a dream that was just so good?
Yes.
Like you
Yes.
don't want to wake up. You might wake up in the middle of the night and you try so hard to remember what that dream was so you can go right back into where you left off.
Yup.
That happened to me about, I want to say, a couple years ago. I was having a dream so good. Saw somebody that looked so good and was trying to go in their direction. And I turned my head so far that in the waking life, I caused a really bad crook in my neck.
No.
Wait. I turned my head too far in the dream that I woke myself up like, oh my God, I could not turn my, and then mind you, this was also a day that I had to go to church in the morning. So this was a Sunday morning, okay. Turn my head too far. I can't move. I'm trying to call my mom. I could barely like look to get my phone. Like I have to use my hand to tap against my nightstand. So I was able to pick it up. I'm like, Siri, can you call my mom, please? I call. I'm like, Mom, I turned my head too far in my dream, and she started laughing.
How do you explain that? How do you explain that?
How can you really?
I just know in the moment you were like you didn't know what to say.
Like I did. Like how am I? Like I have a crook in my neck, and it's not really a crook because I feel like a crook you could like crook it out or whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't crook this out. Like I needed some real strong drugs to get this out.
Wow.
So I had to go to the ER, and when I told them what happened, they didn't laugh. They were just like, okay.
Interesting.
Like they had to hold it back. Like I forgot what they gave me. They gave me something.
That's like when you tell
Like a
somebody.
muscle relaxer?
Yeah, something like that. And then like every day I had to like just turn. That thing didn't go away for like 3-4 days.
Dang.
It was bad. Like
That's like when you tell someone, yo, they mad fine, but don't make it obvious. Don't make it obvious.
Yeah. And then it just stays like that. Like that was the worst. I definitely keep my composure in my dreams now because it's never that serious. Like, that girl was starving. That girl was starving. I definitely was. And what about it? Now let's get into the story reveal. Okay. Now, how do you guys feel about Scorpions?
Scorpios? Hate them.
No, what?
Weird.
Nah, scorpions?
Oh, you
They
said
look cool, though.
Scorpions?
Y'all anti-Scorpio?
I don't know. I think I'm anti-Aries. I'm not going to lie. No particular reason.
The shade is shading.
But
Throwing a whole
scorpions.
Yeah,
Yes.
scorpions. How do y'all feel about them?
I think they just look cool. I'm not going to lie to
They
you.
do.
Like,
I think they look cool too, but would I want to be up close to them?
No.
I feel like any insect with a stinger, keep it far away from me.
Exactly.
And I'm sure that's how this 55-year-old man felt too. When he got stung in the eye.
How? What?
By a bee.
If you don't,
girl,
why would you do that? Why would you
by a
do that?
scorpion.
by a scorpion.
Yeah, but still a bee?
But a bee though, because them bees.
No, that happened to my dad.
You know, in the eyeball.
Yeah.
No, that's actually bad.
And my dad's allergic to bees too. It was bad.
See,
His
and that's the thing.
entire side of his face was like swollen. His eye was swollen shut for a couple of days.
Like, does this eyeball
Yeah, it
look
was
like
bad.
nectar to you?
How do you let it get there,
That
settle in,
close.
lock in, and then sting you?
Like, I feel like bees are a little slow.
Yeah.
Because
For real.
you know you're gonna die after you do that, right?
So you got to be. You be like, dang, do I really?
Do I
want
really
to
need
do
to
this?
Is it
bee
worth
or a
it?
wasp? Because there are certain wasps that don't die.
Yeah.
But it was a bee, so I think some bees. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that poor
Upsetting.
bee. I'm just like, pick and choose your battles because you know you're gonna die. Do you want to live a long life or do you want to prove a point?
To be fair though, if you have to like give your life, and you know you're gonna die, I'd go for the eye too. Like,
Because you don't feel it.
If you're gonna sting anywhere as a bee,
it's
Right.
like
I'll go for that.
if we go down together.
Honestly, that's a good way to go out.
That is, yeah, when you say it like that, he went out strong.
I understand.
So yes, a 55-year-old man in Philadelphia went to the ER after a bee stung him directly in the eyeball. To be more specific, it stung him in the right eye where the iris meets the sclera. That's how you say it?
Mean.
You're talking about the white
The
part,
white
right?
part,
The white
yes.
part. Oh my
the white part of
gosh.
your eye. Yes, the stinger was stuck in it, so they tweezed it out. But his eye was still swollen and bloodshot 2 days later, and his vision was worse. So he had to go to an eye specialist. And it turned out a small piece of the stinger was still lodged in his eyeball. It was so small, they could only see it with a microscope and special dye. They had to use something called microforceps to get it out. Then they gave him some special eye drops and he recovered. Sadly, the bee didn't make it. Of course it didn't.
Dang. No.
R.I.P.
I was rooting
R.I.P.
for
to the
him.
bee.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to the bee.
R.I.P. just killed the club. That is so unfortunate.
I wonder what the bee's name was.
Barry.
This show makes those early morning classes a little easier to deal with.
And poor chlorophyll is caught in the middle of this.
Chlorophyll? More like borophyll.
It's the Nassau Morning Madhouse.
90.3 WHPC.